Since the last thing you want to do when you have frostbite and hypothermia is to shock your system, then only do this maybe a day or two, well, a day or 8 hours after you get the initial frostbite. Now, there was a story of some sailors in Antarctica who fell into the ocean because their boat capsized, and the helicopter got them out of the ocean after, a few hours, so they had really bad hypothermia and frostbite. And they were immediately given hot chocolate on the helicopter, and they immediately died because the temperature from the hot chocolate, or the tea, it killed them. So you can do serious damage by shocking your system. So you have to do this in stages. As soon as I came inside from the hypothermia and the frostbite, I screamed in pain for an hour as my body warmed up to room temperature, and then I had to do a funny dance by the wood stove for the next 4 hours or so, and then came soaking my feet and hands in warm water. So you warm yourself up slowly from hypothermia. It's not a quick fix type of thing. This is going to take, I have to soak my feet and hands for weeks after this to get my feeling back. Alright, bye. This is a video about hypothermia. I filled up a basin full of scalding hot water, and I'm going to soak my hands, my fingers, and my toes, because they're the affected parts. Now, see, I'm gonna dip them just to get them used to the water, and this is gonna take a long time because this water is high. You do this to avoid amputation. The last thing you want is amputation. The last thing you want is amputation. And the last thing you want is to shock your system. So don't take pain medication while you're doing this, because you need your pain response to tell you when you're shocking your system and when you aren't. Alright, do this several times a day until the numbness goes away. Skin cells will fall off your hands and feet. Dead cells. And the coldness is deep down inside the tissue. It's not going away. Alright, you dip them slowly, and just dip them until they start hurting a whole lot. Cool them down, reheat them, cool them down. And there we go. I finally got them warmed up to scalding hot temperature. My whole body is sweating now. And, well, I would be soaking my hands, but I'm holding the camera. And that's the treatment. Alright, bye. Alright, this is a tiny bit of water right here. this is a wood stove, and I've refined my method. Instead of sticking my feet in a lot of hot water, I just heat it up on the stove here, and I add it slowly. This way, my feet can get used to the temperature and stay in the water the whole time. So I don't have to keep on taking my feet out and dipping them to get them used to the temperature. So this water has cooled down, and what I'm going to do is reuse the same water. The water has wood chips floating in it and stuff from striking across the floor here to get up and do something, but wood chips are not going to hurt you, so just reuse the same water.